today?
That was a fun game. That was a lot of highlights on both sides. Long Beach obviously won big, but the barn burner, and there were plenty of exciting calls. So this was one to just kind of have fun with, and I'm glad the Beach took care of it.
All right. How about you, Derek? Any final words? Any final words?
Hey, it's just fun to watch. I love the offensive explosion, and especially that second half dominance. They both, from both the first half and second half, they were scoring 50 points each, but they were able to really defend them in that second half, and made it just much more fun to watch.
Have you edited?
Yeah, it'll work. Thanks, brother.
All right, Bruce, I want to ask you, how are you feeling about Friday's game? First game of the season for men's volleyball?
I'm excited. That's the first chance to really celebrate that national championship team from last year while also turning the page to this new team. Men's volleyball at Long Beach State is always a fun time, as everybody knows from that team last year. So it's going to be a new look group, no Moni Nikolov anymore, so I'm interested to see how the new team gels together with Nick McRae at the helm.
Yeah. And vlogging with this camera is hard, but it'll be me and Bruce's first game together.
Yep.
I'll be color commentating. I don't know how that's gonna be, but someone has high shoes? Excuse me? Is that your high shoe?
It is.
May I have one?
You can have two if you want.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
As many as you want.
Wait, let me see what flavor.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of. There's like 2 different multi-packs here from.
Today it was a good game to just.
We're ready, Coach.
All right, thank you for joining us for our tonight's post-game press conference following Long Beach State's win over Lincoln. We'll start with an opening statement from head coach, then open it up for questions.
First of all, Merry Christmas to everyone. Looking forward to the start of a great new year. And that was a great win for us after a nice little break away from each other. So I was excited that our guys came in, and I just told them after the game that it was a very professional win. Took care of the ball and shared the ball. So that's all you can ask for in a game like that tonight.
And Rob Diaz moved into the starting lineup tonight. What went into that decision, and is that going to be the plan moving forward for him to start?
Well, what went into it is just, we're just trying to figure out, what's best for our team. And it takes time to figure that out. And he had been playing really, really well off the bench. And we wanted to see if that would give us a spark to start games. And just give us an opportunity to have Shaq get off the bench sooner and get him and Isaiah in the game together a little bit more. So it was a conscious decision over the break to just make some adjustments with what we had been doing to see if we could mix things up and make our team better.
What are you hoping to take from this one into conference play against Cal Poly?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about our group is, even after the Iowa State loss, they still maintain confidence and they're still connected. One thing about this group is they really like each other. So they believe every game that they go into that they can win the game. A game like tonight, what it does is it allows me to know as a coach that I got a group that will play together regardless of the circumstance or regardless of the score. And to play that second half the way we played, we gave up 38 points in the first half. I'm not sure. I know we gave up less than 38 in the second half. So that was a challenge at halftime, was to come out in the second half and not let them score as easy as they were scoring in the first half. And so I had a group that was out there that stepped up. So that was good to see.
Hey, Coach. Merry Christmas. Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas.
So first off, 31 assists on 48 baskets. It's the most assists you guys have had all year. 9-day break. How much of that energy did you see when the guys came back? It looks like the guys are a lot more fresh, against Snowbell and a team that like in a game that you guys should have dominated more. They kind of came out flat, but it was 40 minutes of just pure fast breaks, dunks. How much did you see that the guys were kind of more energized after the break?
Yeah, I mean, it was funny when we came back from the break. I think the whole coaching staff, players, managers, everybody was a little bit more energized because November's always a gauntlet for us. We're on the road and we're playing in all these hard games and hostile environments. So we were just excited to know that we got a couple games here at home. And it was just really good to see that, yesterday we spent a lot of time getting up and down. We hadn't been able to do that the last couple days. So getting up and down yesterday, playing together. And I think the coolest thing about when you get away from each other and you get that little bit of time is everything that we've been saying kind of translates a little bit. Some of the things that we weren't doing that we had been harping on as far as how we run and all of those things, to see them organically do those things just because they had a couple games under their belt already together was exciting to see.
3 team. Obviously, in those gauntlet of games, you can kind of see how other teams operate. Obviously, Iowa State's one of the top teams in the country. What did you see the guys kind of get from that and learn from seeing how like one of the top programs in the country kind of operate as just position player wise, and maybe see some of that energy and what they can do effectively to try and match that?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing in games like that, it was similar to, the San Diego State game. You play in a game like that and you realize as a program first that's what we're striving to become, a team that's really, really hard to play against, and it's going to be physical night in and night out. So we got a sense of how much more physical we can be. And, some of the things that we try to do, they do. And so, it's a good reference point for us as a staff to sit there and tell our guys, like, hey, this is how you're supposed to trap a guy, and this is what it's supposed to feel like in these situations when a team is playing against you. So I think it's easier for us to deliver a message after a game like that, and to have a group that responds the way that they do is exciting. I mean, we got a good group, and they're just going to keep learning as the year goes on.
For me, we're heading into 2026. What are you hoping this team leaves in 2025 and keeps heading into 2026?
Oh, that's a great question. The bottom line for this team, not to sound cliche, but the reality of it is we have to continue to improve. I think really good teams continue to improve throughout the course of the season. So I don't think there's anything that we want to leave. I mean, the reality of it is we just want to win. And we want to learn from the fact that, we struggled in November to learn how to close games. And then we beat Pepperdine in a close game at the end. We beat USD in a close game at the end. So we want to make sure that we transition into the second half of the season knowing how to close out close games and remembering what it took to do that.